Tears of the Kingdom leaks. So, leaks ahead, spoilers. So, if you don't want to see any of that, click off. Let's get it. I'm live right now, too, so.
Somebody had some retail copies they were selling, but nothing really leaked from the game, right? To me, a leak isn't when a retail copy has been sold to something. A leak is when it gets dumped and put online, right? Or if a person with a retail copy starts to spam things online. So to me, that's when the leak happens. And I've been avoiding making this video because I wanted to make sure that we had a confirmed leak. I didn't just want, oh, someone got a retail copy. Okay, that's, I mean, cool. That we knew that was going to happen.
I mean, true. Yeah.
All right. So that is something that maybe happened that people were freaking out about over the weekend. And then there were a couple like gameplay clips and a couple screenshots, but all of this stuff could have came from the first 20-minute demo of the game.
That is true.
So, because remember, if you guys remember the Tears of the Kingdom demos, we didn't get any footage from the first 20-minute demo.
That
so
is true.
A lot of it could have just been from there because it was mostly the beginning area. But also, hey, it could be from a leaked game, right? Because the beginning area is the beginning area. Well, we finally now have complete confirmation the game has leaked. Now, why do we know the game is leaked and is going to be available?
See, why do people got to do this, bro? Why do people got to do this? They got to leak stuff. They can't just let people enjoy stuff, and it's really annoying.
Later today in ROM form. Well, some images appeared over on 4chan and a few other places that show clear cutscene or clear early game screenshot gameplay of Tears of the
Exactly what I'm talking about. They always got to spoil stuff, man.
Kingdom, and I have scoured and scoured and scoured to figure out if these images were true until I talked to somebody who has a review copy of the game. And I asked them directly, hey, you have a review copy of the game. Have you played it yet? Yes. Okay, these are from the beginning of the game. Are these real? The response was, absolutely. And
bro, this just gives me so mad, honestly. Like, why you gotta spoil stuff, man? Like, let people enjoy stuff for once, bro. Like,
these screenshots were all being played in an emulator. So somebody does have a ROM file that is playable right now. It has not been distributed publicly yet, but it will be later today. They mentioned it'll be up in like 4 or 5 hours. So once that ROM gets distributed at a specific website, we're not going to link to any of that. It's going to be downloaded from there and uploaded at a billion other ROM sites. And you know what? It's going to be pretty easy to find it, to be frank. Now, this is, really interesting for a few reasons. One, obviously it leaking today versus, say, Wednesday or the end of the week. I mean, that's almost a full 2 weeks early.
Exactly.
That's a bit rough. Clearly, the leaks came from retail copies or something like that getting out into the wild. I'm just going to sit here and say that it's kind of sad that we all knew this was going to happen, and we've known for a while because every major Switch game gets leaked. I don't think there's anything Nintendo could really do about it, unless they do the unthinkable and go, hey, we're not going to allow Tears of the Kingdom to have a physical copy because physical copies are how the leaks are happening. Or
dude,
they would have to do...
Like, that would be a good idea. Like, not saying, like, there are people that want physical copies, right? But me, I'm getting downloads, so, like, I don't really care. Yeah. That's just me. That's just me. Hey, no hate.
We really don't want to see, and that is require an online connection to even boot the game, which we don't want to see that. I mean, you could argue maybe they just include that and then a day one patch gets rid of that online connection requirement, but you don't really want to see that. So I'm not so sure that I really want them to go that route either. Plus, hackers would eventually figure out a way to just work around that online connection aspect in the first place. So
I mean,
I do think that in the end, this is just an inevitability of the Switch. Ever since it was super easy to hack the system from day one, the only real reason to prevent all of this from happening would be to have a system that isn't hacked yet. Like, I don't know if the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series has been hacked yet. I don't keep up on that hacking scene over there. But if those haven't been hacked yet, that would be a nice example of why those games tend to not leak out early. So, yeah, hopefully Nintendo's next device can maybe help a little bit with that.
Yeah, for my channel, bro. What? Yeah, who invited you? Who the hell? Who invited you, bro? I gotta go watch it by myself. Let's go on my YT server because I know no one will do this. Okay. We're like 6 minutes up in, right? Let's get it, bro.
Came from retail, and that those games tend to not leak out
You're
early.
right here.
So yeah, hopefully Nintendo's next device can maybe help a little bit with that and be much more secure out the gate. Of course, all systems eventually end up getting hacked, so in the end, it's going to happen eventually someday. But at least for a while, maybe we won't get these early releases like that. Some of you guys might be rejoicing because you're going to be playing it on an emulator later today or later this week when you find time and playing it in 4K 60 FPS and blah 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 and having a good time with it.
But that still leaks the dang game, bro. Like, it still leaks it, and it doesn't help it at all.
I have a few things I want to note here about how we're handling this, and I already said it at the beginning, but we are not going to be covering any more leaks for Tears of the Kingdom, and it's unfortunate that when this does happen, it kind of leaks because the game leak is then everything, right? At this point.
Okay, guys, thanks for watching that video with me. I'll see y'all later.